trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. To the air. Allen on the move, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Kyle Van Noy in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it will be 4th down. On 4th down, Matt Hawk to punt it away. Back deep for the Patriots, Gunnar Olszewski. This will be fielded at the 17. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the Patriots take over. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led by the Heisman finalist from a season ago, the rookie from Alabama, Mac Jones.
Mac Jones absolutely believed in himself coming out of high school. Went to Alabama despite the fact there were many high-profile quarterbacks already on the roster, and blossomed into a Heisman Trophy candidate in his final season with 41 touchdowns and only 4 interceptions. Steady, consistent as a passer, doesn't have the biggest cannon for an arm. Can stretch the field and lay those passes in on the deep ball.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Throwing Jones. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the 1st down and then some.
Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give him 7 there on the 1st down carry. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while, because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Again, it's Harris on 2nd down. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. Now Jones. Oh, that nearly an opening drive INT, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way he wanted to start this ball game as it brings up 4th down. And Folk is going to miss this to the right. Off target, it's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game. So it's an empty trip downfield there as they get a missed field goal on 4th down.
And I didn't see anything in the setup. It's a good snap, good hold.
Yep.
He just pushed it, and that one never wanted to come back.
Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. To throw again on 2nd down. Allen throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And they're going to face a 3rd down.
That was well defended, and while it was a completion, it resulted in a loss of yardage. It's really, really hard for a running back to think to himself, I probably should have just dropped it and saved the yardage. It goes against the entire training that he's had his whole career.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. This is a draw play. Allen gives to Singletary. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
They will run with Singletary. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And he's going to take this down close to the first as he's brought down at the Patriots 41. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory even if they don't get it, though. They'll try and run for this with Singletary. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. They're going to run for it. It's Moss. And he'll be brought down, but a tip of the cap on the spin move as that gives him a 1st down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Throwing now is Allen. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Why we saw that field goal try a moment ago, I'll never understand. But as a result, this offense, they've got to be pumped. 1st and 10 in striking position already. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
The Bills on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. Allen looks to throw on 3rd and 1. And Beasley with it over the middle. And he is going to have a Bills 1st down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
Eluding and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Christian Barmore breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's complete to Sanders. And he'll be brought down well short of the first at about the 9-yard line. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. The kick by Bass is good. And we have action on the scoreboard just before halftime. It's 3-0. So they wind up turning the turnover into points as they convert there for 3.
Yeah, that was a nice job there to force the fumble. They recover, hand things over to their offense, and then the offense went down and got them 3. That alone, that's not enough to win a game, but both units able to do their jobs on these last 2 drives.
No reason to do anything foolish as they'll snap it one more time on 1st down. So we've reached halftime. All we have to show for the first half alone. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter. These offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway. On the return is J.J. Taylor. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
Running out of the gun with White. And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And he will have a Patriots first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Looking to throw again on second down. Jones. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White, and he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
I haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the first down sticks are, and get there.
And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first.
I like this focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
First down, here's White. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They keep it on the ground. White again. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. On the give, this is Harris. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Opting to run again here with White. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Ed Oliver, that time the one to get in there and bring him down. And this kick is not going to get there. It's short and no good. A fourth quarter miss like that, there is no lonelier feeling than that kicker right now.
As we all know, a lot of these games, they come down to special teams. And when that chance comes, you have to perform in order to help your team get over the top.
Could have tied it. Instead, they remain down 3. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They go right back to Singletary.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 42 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much for the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, they want to ride him down the stretch.
Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. The thing that they'll be looking at is a spot of the football, and this is always such a tough one for officials to get exactly right.
Not just because of how fast the game's going, but just trying to get the right sight line to the football. That's not always easy. We'll see what they decide here.
So the challenge does not play an official's decision. Spot of the football going to remain right where it is. And that falls to the ground. Allen on third. Forced out to his left. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down. And now some disagreement down on that sideline. The red flag is out, and we're going to get a challenge. The thing that they'll be looking at is a spot of the football, and this is always such a tough one for officials to get exactly right.
Not just because of how fast the game's going.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
I tell you what, it's kind of hard to imagine. They have not scored a single point, and yet they're in this position. A touchdown drive here, and they're in the lead.
Normally, when you have 0 on your side of the ledger on the scoreboard, you're a little bit...
He's got a man, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big play there for the Patriots. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now a pass here caught by Hunter Henry. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise at this stage of the game, you can't have it.
And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Damian Harris taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Patriots... The margin for error for this defense is slim because a field goal would change the complexion of this game. Can they get the stop? The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Matt Judon able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight one-point game. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. On second down, here's a run with Singletary. And this Patriot defense up to the challenge once more as they again stop him behind the line. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. One final try here for Allen. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. One crisis averted, but they still need to move hastily. Here's Allen. And he'll get this underneath to Singletary. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. Allen. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Throwing is Allen. He'll get this out wide to Singletary. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. So all eyes now on Tyler Bass. And his kick is indeed good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Look at the clock. Everyone knows the situation. Probably time here for one final play.
And we know what that play is going to be. It's got to be some sort of Hail Mary, throwing it towards the end zone and hoping someone can catch it or catch it off of a tip. Think back to 2015. Didn't we see Green Bay pull that off twice in the season? Once in the regular season, once in the playoffs. So stranger things have happened. It'd be interesting to see what the defensive strategy